Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joy of Stampin' with Rachel. I'm Rachel Kuhn, and today you're getting week 2 of my Coast to Coast Christmas card series that I'm doing with 5 other friends. Each week from now till early November, you're going to receive an email using these videos of these tutorials for you. So some great Christmas card ideas using 4 different stamp sets. And in this video, I'm using the Gingerbread Man and the homemade treats. For this one, you just get the video tutorial. If you want the PDF, the 31 pages of 12 different cards using these bundles, you just need to place an order between now till November 7th. And I will gladly send you that PDF for free. Or, so grab one of these bundles or grab a $50 order or more, and I will send you that PDF. All right, let's talk about what we're using today. I'm using the Gingerbread Man stamp set with the homemade treats because look how cute they are together. This one's all about baking. This has the gingerbread man. This one even has a little gingerbread guy on it. So we are going to make an adorable gingerbread Joe card today. Let me show you this card and then you'll show you the pieces that we used. Super cute. Check him out. He has a cute little hat on. He's holding his own little mug. These are part of those gingerbread man dies, which are just fabulous. And then this guy, because the die is a 2-piece die that are stuck together. Let's see if you can see that. Like they're holding hands. It will open up and form a cute little inside gingerbread guy. I went ahead and wrote my favorite poem, Fake Cookie, Real Dough, Just Enough for a Cup of Joe. And inside is a gift card to Starbucks. And that says, it's beginning to taste like Christmas, which if you're like me, I love my cream-based frappuccinos from Starbucks, and that's such a fun gift to give during the holiday season because that's when they're fun to have. And they're seasonal, so they're going to come out every so often. All right, let's go ahead and set this aside, and I'll give you the directions of how to make this card. So here's all of our pieces. We have a lot of them. And we are using an awesome embellishment called the Traditional Sparkling Sequins. Be sure to add that one to your shopping cart. Look at all those different sizes, different colors, amazing. And there's just so many on here. I love this embellishment. We are using the stamp color Garden Green, and I went ahead and already die cut a lot of these items. But you would use our Gingerbread Man dies. I showed you that large one, and then they have a lot more. They have candies and candy canes and hats and cocoa and even like a cute little word bubble for you to use. So there's lots of options for your designs. I'll show you the first card from last week if you missed it, so you can see the difference between my Ginger Joe excuse me, and our Ginger Girl from last week's card. All right. Amazing design series paper. The PDF will have what kind of paper this is, or check out my blog and I have links to this product as well. When you cut it, it's a 6x6. Always do the 4-inch side first because then you have this leftover pieces here like this, and that's where I even used to die cut my hat. Was from this little tiny square that was left over from here. So let's not waste paper. Let's cut it smart. Do that large piece first, and then you have these extras for the inside and for the hat. That's my little plug there. Also, let's be smart when we're die cutting and use our mats for the centers. This mat has missing spots because I used it for other cards to die cut from, especially our cute little Joe there. And then we have our hat and our embossed Ginger Man. I am going to change this one up a little bit, and I'm going to put a little square, so if I want to add a saying, I would just glue that in there, and then I can write it on there. I do love that saying, though. I got that from a friend, and I just love how that one turned out. Fake cookie, real dough, just enough for a cup of Joe. All right, let's go ahead and get stamping, and I might have lost some pieces of his face, so we might stamp that on today. We'll see. That's part of a die, so that's his eye, that's his mouth, and I've lost the circle. So if we've lost it completely, then don't worry. We can always stamp on a face for him. Okay, let's start assembling. So for the front, we're going to glue our DSP to this mat. You can pick which side you want. I like that green base side for this front, but it is really hard to choose. Both sides are fantastic. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and wrap our ribbon on the bottom of this guy. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take some of the Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm gonna just do a little bit on each side and only on that bottom side. And then we're gonna wrap it around. So it's just tucking it from one side to the next. Tucking it below, tucking it to the back, and that should be good to go. Grab your liquid glue and add this to our card front. This one is kind of high maintenance or a lot of steps. So definitely this would be a hard one to mass produce, but this would be a great one for like your coworkers. If you work in an office, this would be a nice one to give to them. It will be a little bit heavier, so if you're shipping it in the mail, make sure you add extra postage to that one. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and grab, I forgot to block it. We're gonna do It's Beginning to Taste Like Christmas for that inside stamp. Let's grab that guy. There we go. And we're gonna put it on our basic white here. Garden green. And let's do a practice run. It looks pretty good so far, but you know me, I love to practice on a Post-it note, so let's do a quick practice right there. Looks pretty good, a little bit juicy, so we'll see if I press just right. Oh, that turned out nice. And then what we have is basic white for our inside. Let's grab our Gingerbread Man. And we're going to stamp him in the pecan pie. My original one had crumb cake, but we're just going to switch it up for this guy. If you don't want it to be as dark, you can always stamp it off once. If you only have pecan pie, practice. Oh, he's cute. We have him coming up to the top like that. Oh, so cute. Oh, I love him. I love his heart buttons too. What a fun detail. All right, to make our gift card holder, it's pretty simple. We have that Designer Series paper. We're going to take it and turn it and grab a punch and create a little notch out of it. If you were awesome, you would measure this, but I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'm just going to go about half an inch, nope, a quarter of an inch into that piece of DSP. Catch it and punch it, and that looks good for me. You just need a spot so that when you pull the gift card out, you have a spot to pull it from. Let's grab our tear tape, and we're going to put the tear tape on all sides except for the top where the card's going to be held. So put that right there on each side and on the bottom. This one's running out. Let me grab one more. Luckily, I have a good amount of tear tape lying around. I just need to make sure I find it. My other item that I did was I heat embossed that in the beginning. That's a whole other step. Definitely, you can do that. Or if you don't have the heat embossing, you can just stamp that in the pecan pie, and that looks super cute as well. We do have a craft ink. That one just takes a little bit longer time to dry. So I did the heat emboss, and love that like frosted white frosting on the cookie look. Okay, removing the backing for this one. So far we're doing pretty good. I really wish I knew where his little winking eye went. I might just have to make that one later, and we'll just have him missing half an eye. Oh, because I wanted to show you the different parts of it. That's a die feature, or you could do a stamp feature as well. The stamp feature gives you options of different looks. We have like the cute little girl one. This is like a surprise, like a oh no ginger man. That one has just a cute smile, and that's the winky one there. So we could always change it up and just use that face instead of using the dies as well. Maybe let's do that. We'll just do that. We don't want to leave him completely faceless. Let me open up these dies. And I still want to keep it that winking one though. So let's see if I can't find that one. And we'll put it onto a clear block. And I'm going to use that pecan pie again. So it's going to look a little bit different because I don't have that white ready to go. But we'll get his face so he's not faceless. Nice. Okay. Moment of truth. Cute. Still cute. We got him. Okay. Next, we can attach this to the inside of our card base here, which we've already done some prep work to the front. We're going to add that liquid glue to the back of it and place it in our crumb cake card base. Just like so. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to accessorize our Ginger Man before we attach him. I'm actually going to not glue this in yet because if I glue him in and he has dimensionals on the back, it's going to be tricky for me to do. So I want to write that little poem out later and then I'll attach it. So just know this is where it would go and he would have a cute little saying about the cup of joe. So let's grab our hat. For the hat, all we have to do is trim off the top with my paper snips, which have magically disappeared. Let's see if I can find, there they are. We're gonna just take off that top of the hat because we're gonna have it to be a different color. And I like that the DSP on here is awesome, but it's super bendy and it's on his head. So I wanna make sure that it's a little bit more secure. So I've die cut a basic white of this exact same hat and we're gonna place that DSP hat over it, but that shows that cute little white poof ball. Cute. You can use a glue dot to attach this or liquid glue. It's up to you. I usually like glue dots for accessories like this. So that way it gives it a little bit more of a pop versus a lay down look. Just a little bit. Oh my goodness, adorable. Grab his little mug for his hand with a glue dot, put it on there. Oh, he's holding his little mug there. So cute. Our Ginger Joe. Flip him over, put some dimensionals on the back of him. And then we can attach him and everything is ready to go. Oop, his buttons. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot his best part. We have buttons that you could totally die cut out, but you can also use this fun sequins in order to embellish and make his buttons super cute. Okay, and I like to have him at an angle so he's huge. So he takes up the whole card front there. So cute. Oh my goodness, there he is, our cute little Ginger Joe with his cup of joe. Oh, I'm telling you, we almost forgot again. Add his cute little gumdrops. You can have all three colors or just do the two red. It's up to you. Adorable. And you can see the difference between the dies and the stamped eyes. Way cute. All right, if you missed last week's, here was Ginger Girl. So you can see the difference between the three of them. Super adorable. I love how they look together. I love how they are separately. Also from last week, week 1, we had the Ornamental Christmas and the pine. Oh, is that? Oh, there it is. Pine tree trimmings, and they had these two cards that came from those two other sets. So if you haven't watched those videos, be sure to watch all 4 videos now that features all of these cards that we've made for the Coast to Coast card series. If you miss week 1, send me an email and I will send you personal link for the first week video. All right, you guys, I hope you've had a great time watching me make my Ginger Joe and that you give it a try and order from me these supplies so you can make them too. Have a great week and happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.